Okay. Today we're learning the Gemara in Ksubas, Daf Kufhei Amud Beis. It's a hemshech to the shiur of yesterday, Lagabe, if it's appropriate for Rabbonim to receive support from people or not. So the Gemara says over there like this: Dorash Rav Nachman Bar Koyen. Ki also Rav Dimi Omar, Dorash Rav Nachman Bar Koyen. Mai dichsiv, there's a posuk in Mishle, Melech b'mishpot ya'amid oretz v'ish trumois yeherseno. The Pashtus, meaning that the king, with his justice system, he's going to establish the land on a good pillars. It's going to be running well. The ish terumois, and a person of terumois, he will destroy it. What's the pshat? A person of terumois will destroy the land. The king that have a justice system will build the land, and the ish terumois yersena. So the Gemara darshan like this. That's Rav Nachman Bar Kohen darshan. Im doime dayan lemelech. Dayan, it's called melech. That's what they used to call Shmuel. Shmuel was a dayan. They called him the melech. Im dayan doime lemelech she'ena tzorich leklum. If a dayan, the one he's the judge, he's listening to people, and you have to make a decision. If he's like a king that doesn't need from anybody anything, the king is rich. He doesn't go to him and say, "Oh, please help me out, give me some money." He's rich. If you're acting like a king and you are a king, you don't need anything from anybody, then Ya'amid Oretz, then you're gonna build a healthy society, healthy land. You're the king. The king makes sure the country should run well. The dayan, if the judge is doing bringing justice, the country running well. Yamid oretz. Ve'im doimel lekoyen, if the dayan is acting like a koyen, shemechazer ala gronos. The koyen goes in the time of Eretz Yisrael. This type of land, he used to go from one property to another and ask for give me some trumas, give me some help. If you're asking for help from others and you happen to be a judge, you're going to destroy the country. Because if a judge needs to come to help for others, he cannot serve justice. He cannot bring emes, the truth, because whoever helps him more is going to be on his side. So that's what it says in the Pasuk in Mishle. Melech v'mishpat yamid oret. The dayan, when is through his mishpat yamid oretz, when he's acting like a king, he doesn't need any help from anybody. But if he's acting like a kohen that needs help, trumas, he needs donation, then he's going to destroy it. And then the Gemara continues, Rav Shila, Hai Dayona, the shoil sheilto. If a dayan is used to borrow from people things, the Gemara says, postul lemedan dina. You cannot be a dayan because you're constantly borrowing from people. Somebody lends you a lot of stuff, gives you a lot of stuff. So you be nicer to him. But if you don't need ever anything, then you're independent. Then you're going to bring justice to the world. And one says, he himself, he never lends anything to anybody else. Then when it's just a borrower, it's a problem. But if he also gives out, and he sometimes takes, like many families, many neighbors, they could lend, they could take. Then it doesn't mean you are needy, you're a beggar. So from here we see how important, in order to bring the justice to the world, to be independent, because the minute you lose your independency, the minute you become a needy, a beggar, a dayan already, the justice you cannot bring. And the Ein Yaakov brings something that this connects to our parsha. Parsha Noach, the parsha of the Mabul, there is at the end of Pirkei Avos, it says, Al Shloisha Devarim, that the Ein Yaakov brings this. It says in the Pirkei Avos, the end of Perek Aleph, Al Shloisha Devarim Olam Kayam. Aladin v'ala emes v'ala sholem. There's three things that establishes the world. We're talking about a healthy, strong society in the world. That you have to have a justice system, you have to have truth in the world, and you have to have peace. But he says, however, among those three pillars, there's one pillar. This is the main pillar. He says, "V'adinu shoyresh shel hashloisha." The pillar of all of the three, the main pillar is justice. When you have justice, that's going to bring truth, that's going to bring peace. And it brings Maseches Shkolim, and it brings also the Beis Yosef brings this in the beginning of Cheshon Mishpat, brings the Shrabon, and he says the reason when there is no din, it destroys the truth, destroys the shalom, and that's why by Mabul the main was a lot of problems. There was a lot of corruptions by the Dora Mabul, but the main din lo nigzar dinim eda ala gezel. That's why the Mabul was 40 days gematria gezel. The main problem is when there's no justice that destroys the world. That's in order for the dayan to serve justice. You have to be independent, and that's going more. We spoke yesterday from Maseches Brochas, like the shita of Shmuel Hanavi. He didn't take any help from anybody. He was a dayan. It's in order to bring emes adin to the world, bring truth to the world. During that big pillar that holds all the other pillars, you have to be independent. So that's one pirush of this Gemara. Then there is a Medrash Tanchuma. The Medrash Tanchuma says, learn from this pasuk a different thing. It's like this. It says, the Gemara is, we know what Chazal telling us, man malche rabbonon. Man malche, say the dayan is a melech, malche rabbonon. It says, malka shel Torah, the king of Torah, doing the Talmud Chochem, shu oise, b'mishpat shu oise, when he brings it, when he start going, also he served the community in the community like a dayan. When he needed, he doesn't shy away from doing dinim. Then he helps the community to make us a stronger community because there's justice over here. V'ish trumas yaharsena. Truma was not valuable by people, by the Kohanim, because they got it for free. When you pay for something, you more value this. So the Truma was, sometimes you see it as thrown over here, thrown over there, meaning he takes this Torah, he doesn't apply it for the community to become a dayan when he could be. He says it's like he mzalzel in his own Torah, like ish truma. He says like shemushleget b'zaviyas habayis. Remember, mali b'derech hatzibur, mali b'dinem. We have to get what I need the tzedek to get involved in people's monetary conflicts, problems. I don't need it. He says. He says that will destroy the community. He says when there is no people doing justice, when they don't step up to the plate when they needed to, they're able to do it, and they don't do it. That he says. Well, and he brings a ma'aseh, the Medrash Tanchuma, the Barav Asi, when before he passed away, so his nephew came to him, and he found him. He was crying. He told him, Rabbi, is the nephew told the uncle, Rabbi, what are you crying? Yes, Torah shalom, mata v'limata. There's a Torah you didn't learn and teach. You learn, you're taught. You have plenty of Talmidim sitting in front of you. Yes, Gmulut Chasidim Shalos. We were so much involved in Gmulut Chasadim, he says. V'al kol midas shehoyu b'cha, and part of the good midas you had, you shied away from conflicts among people. You didn't want to get involved, so you kula midas toivas. Why are you crying? He says, so Rav Asi answered him, yes, that's exactly what I'm crying about, because I want to be a nice guy, to shy away from the dinim when people have conflicts. I'm not getting involved in this. That's not midas toivas. Adrabah, that's the fact. Ish trumos. You're throwing away your Torah to the corners like it's not important to you. You could be beneficial to the community now. Yaharsena. But the reason that's again Yaharsena, because then if there's no justice served, especially by people that know the halacha, they know to make a din between two parties, that will destroy the community. So we see from here, the importance of the inyan of dinim. And people that know what should do it, not shy away. That's according to Medrash Tanchuma. Also, the importance of the dayan should be independent. That would bring the emes to do it. That's emes. The emes is the pillar of all the other two pillars.